they are having the worst possible experience that they could have as far as queues. That, like I said, I like the way the system works in this game. I like how you can be any level and do any content. I feel like they did a great job with it, but you gotta do something about solo DPS queue times. And I'm not talking about telling somebody to go to a different server. I'm talking about, no, solve this on all servers. I understand there's no like solving it, but make an effort to make it better is what I mean. Yeah, there's always going to be queue times. Like, I get that. I understand that it's not going to be an instant queue every single time for everybody. That's pretty much impossible. But I feel like this could be better. The solo DPS queue times could be better. I don't expect them to be perfect, but they could definitely be better, in my opinion. Do I know how they're going to do that? No. You know why? Because I'm not a developer. I'm a Twitch streamer. This is my job. Pointing out things that are wrong and right with games is my job. Fixing those things is their job. Fixing problems with games is their job. Like, don't forget, they make a living doing this shit. They're not making this game out of the kindness of their heart. Alright, hang on, folks. I gotta put my backup light on. My light over here died. So now I'm gonna change all kind of different colors, because this light's a color change light. It's not a white light, so. You're not crazy. Your monitor is not busted. Zombie Cat Squad just changes. God just changed colors. I change colors. It's a skin condition I have. I have rainbow skin that just changes hues. It's called chameleon disease. You know, it's a real issue. It's a real issue in today's society. See, because I bought the color change light. Like, I know this sounds like dumb, but I bought the color change light thinking, okay, I'd have that and the white light on at the same time. And then I'd still be well lit, but you'd be able to see the colors. Well, I didn't think of two things. One, if the color change light's on me, I don't need the white light. And two, if the white light's on me, you can't see the colors anyway. So the color change light just ended up being my backup light. Because I didn't know if people would like the fact that I changed colors, or if everybody would just wonder what the hell was going on. I mean, I guess half the time on my channel, even when it's just me with a white light on me, people are probably wondering what the hell's going on. But you know what I mean, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Bro, I don't understand what the fuck is going on this thing, dude. This is not cool. And look, now they're saying they need DPS for an alliance raid. Well, you said you needed healers 14 minutes and 40 seconds ago, and you sure as hell didn't need them. I'm done. I'm good. Screw it. We'll just go in there as a DPS, bro. It's easier than being a healer anyway. See how long they make us wait in it now for DPS. Yeah, it's average wait time 13 minutes. Yeah, because you need me, though. Because you need me. Let's see where we are in the list when we come up. It takes like 2 minutes for the list to come up. Like, I'm about to just turn another game on, bro. I'm sick of these queue times. I'm sick of them saying they need somebody and then they don't. They apparently need me to sit in a queue for 20 fucking minutes. What are you talking about? Everybody says, be a healer. You get instant queues. Not on my server. On my server, they say they need healers, and then you sit in a queue for 15 minutes. What the hell? Then they say they need DPS, and then you go in, average wait time 13 minutes. Well, then you don't need DPS then. You already have so many of them that there's a 13-minute backlog. Okay. Then stop saying you need to. Like, that whole thing I think is broken, where it says they need to that whole adventure and need system just seems to not work. It just seems to not work. Not on my server, because they say they need you and then they set your ass in a queue for 25 minutes. So you don't need me then, or I wouldn't be waiting. Yeah, we're number 16 in the queue. Yeah. What you need. What you need. I spend over half my stream just sitting in the fucking queue. I stream this game 3 hours a day. I swear to God, I probably spend an hour and a half of it sitting in the queue. I swear to God. I swear to God. And it's not me that needs to do anything to solve it. It's the people that make this game. It's the people that run this game. They need to do something. They have an issue. They have a problem. This is not an emergency on my part. Because I'm going to tell you exactly what I'm going to do to solve the problem. I'm going to tell you exactly what I'm about to do to solve the problem of these queue times and me sitting in the fucking queue for half my stream. I'm about to play a different game. That'll solve my issue. That's all I know to do. Because the only thing I like to do is the duty finder. And whenever I do that, I just sit in the queue for an hour and a half. Out of a 3-hour stream. Like, what do you mean do? I don't really, at this point, feel interested enough in the main story to want to continue it. Like, I'd like to do that dungeon that I gotta do next. But I only want to continue the main story until the next solo duty comes up, and then I'm pretty much finished. Not forever, but for now. I'm just gonna walk away from it and come back to it at a later time, when maybe I'll appreciate it a little more. Like I said, I still appreciate the story. I've loved the story all the way through. But I can't bear any more solo duties or fetch quests. I just can't do one more. Like I can't do one more solo duty where I don't even get to be my own character. And Endwalkers is coming up. Endwalkers, from what I heard, are the most ridiculous solo duties in the entire game. So it's like, it just ain't gonna work. It just isn't gonna work. I don't want to story skip it. I'm either just gonna do it or I'm not. And right now, at this point in time, I'm not. And I'm totally open to coming back to it. If I feel like coming back to it in a week, I will. If I feel like coming back to it in a month, I will. I'm not set against it in any way. I want to finish the story. But at this point in time, I just do not have it in me to do so. I do not like my not wanting to do fetch quests and solo duties at this point totally outweighs my desire to see this story come to an end. It's the whole Zodiac I don't think I want to see it more than anything. But even more than that, I want to not do fetch quests and solo duties. I can't do one more. Those solo duties in the Shadowbringers role quest and in the Shadowbringers main quest just broke me, dude. They just fucking broke my brain. They just wore me out. Like, I can't take it anymore. I cannot take it. Call me whatever you want. Talk bad about me. Make fun of me. I don't care, bro. I can't put up with one more solo duty or weeding somebody's garden or buying somebody's groceries. I can't do it anymore. I don't want to be Thancred. I don't want to be Estinian. I don't want to be Ishtola. I don't want to be the tank guy from Shadowbringers. I don't want to be the DPS guy from Shadowbringers. I don't want to be the magical range DPS NPC from Shadowbringers. I don't want to be the healer NPC from Shadowbringers. The point I'm trying to make is I don't want to be any fucking buddy but my own character. I played this game to be my own character. Stop taking me out of my body and having me be other people. No more. No. No. Not for me. No. I don't want to know what it's like to be any of these NPCs that developers made. I don't want to know, and I certainly, sure as fuck, didn't buy this game to find out what it was like to get body snatched by Xenos and be a normal Imperial soldier and then go sneak around in a Metal Gear Solid mission. I cannot think of something that I would fucking hate more in this game than to go do a stealth mission as a regular person who isn't my character, bro. What kind of a fucking idiot pays money for a fantasy game to see what it's like to be a regular fucking person? What kind of an idiot does that? Not me, not this guy. I might be an idiot, but I'm not that big of an idiot. Fuck that. Fuck that. That's not on my bucket list. That was not one of the things I expected to experience when I purchased this game. My friend just said the same thing. She said that they said they needed tanks for something, so she went in as a tank and then sat in a 23-minute queue after they said they needed tanks. This is BS, bro. See, it isn't just me. I'm not making this shit up. Go back and look in the VOD. She just said it in the chat. It was printed text in the chat. She said she was a tank, that they said they needed tanks, and she waited 23 minutes in the fucking queue. That's not needing somebody. You don't need tanks then. If you're waiting in a queue at all, that means you're not needed. That's why you're waiting. Quite literally do not need you. Because if I'm in a queue, that means there's so many others of me that you actually do not need. You actually are doing the exact opposite of needing me at this point. I get it, bro. You know, they say they need a certain class, so a bunch of people go there, and then it turns into a lineup. I get it, bro. But when tanks, healers, and DPS are sitting in 20-some minute queues after you told them they needed them, that's a fucking problem, bro. I don't care why it happens. That's the issue. It's not just like, oh, okay, that's fine. No. That's not fine at all. But, you know, whatever. Don't do anything about it. Fine. But, you know, I gotta consider what I can stream and what I can't. Like I said, at this point, my main story progress is just limited by my desire to continue it, or lack thereof, as the case may be. And I can't just keep doing the duty finder every day because I just sit in a queue for half the stream. I know that's not fun. Like I said, I want to do, like, the next part of the main story is the dungeon. I want to do this, but I have to do it off screen because it's going to be like a 45-minute queue. Like, I'm going to have to sit in this queue forever. Even though it's required for the main story, do this or quit the game. Like I said, I'll do that dungeon, and then I'll keep doing the main story until they give me another solo duty, and then I'm finished. And I imagine that's not going to be too long after that dungeon at all. Probably right after it. Like, I'm all down to do the main story, but as soon as I encounter a solo duty or a fetch quest, I'm finished. I can even maybe do one fetch quest, but as soon as I'm doing a couple in a row, I'm but just one more solo duty, that'll be enough. one more thing where I died literally 17 times, only to find out that the whole reason I was dying the whole time was because I didn't know that during one particular move, I had to stand directly across from the AI, and I did not. And that broke the whole fight. And it took me like 17 tries and like 3 fucking hours to do this one. Like, I'm so sick of shit like that, bro. It's not because of my skill. It's not because of my role. It's not a test of my rotation. It's just a test of, did I somehow psychically know this beforehand, or did I not? Did I watch a YouTube video on the thing before I did it or not? Solo duties are YouTube tests. That's all they are. I'm done with them. I'm so done with them. They have so overused them. They have so worn out their welcome, in my personal opinion, that I am. The next time I see that ring of light on the ground that just instantly pisses me off, that means it's a solo duty, I quit. I'm good. Since A Realm Reborn, I've hated solo duty. Since like the 3rd solo duty I did, I've hated solo duty. And I'm probably on like my 50th or 60th one by now. There's just only so much I can take, and I've reached my limit on solo duties and doing non-combat fetch quests for people that hate me, that I hate. Hey man, you can't even do pointless fetch quests for people that you actually like half the time. It's just these idiots that are asses to you and couldn't care about you either fucking way. Couldn't give a less of a fuck about you, bro. And you just do shit for them for some reason. You know, that's never explained, that's never accounted for. Like, you just act the way no person would ever act. When the majority of your content is filler, it's gonna seem like the filler is all you have, even if certain parts of it are really good. Just saying. So, why is our healer tanking? You know what? I don't even fucking care. That's between the healer and the tank. If the tank wants to say something about it, they can. I'm not even going to say anything about it. Even if I was the tank, I wouldn't say anything about it, because it's just going to start fucking drama. I don't want drama. Especially not snarky, passive-aggressive Final Fantasy 14 drama. That's the worst kind of drama, bro. Get out of here. I'd rather watch a full season of General Hospital than fucking deal with some of these people. I've never seen such a bunch of passive-aggressive people in my fucking life. But yeah, I just wonder why our fucking healer is tanking, you know. well, I'll just run ahead. I'll do whatever I want. And then this person just typed in the chat, the holy will continue until morale improves. Totally unprompted. Nobody said anything to them. What the fuck are you talking about? You know what? Who knows? Who cares? They're not saying anything overtly mean, so there's that. Like I said, when you're dealing with like the most passive-aggressive group of people that you've ever met, it's really hard not to see insults and everything. You know what I mean? It's really hard not to see hostility buried under every little thing, because that's how passive-aggressive people dish it out. That's what happens when someone has the compulsion to say something, but they don't actually have the balls to say what they really want to say. That's what happens. You wind up with a passive-aggressive person. And they're the worst. You know, I don't have the balls to actually say what I want to say, so I'll put a bunch of insults out there and disguise them with politeness and fake compliments, so that way I can say the dickheaded stuff kind of that I want to say, but then I leave myself an escape route, so if anybody calls me out on it, I can just be like, oh no, I was being polite, I didn't mean it that way. You're just reading too much into it. I don't know what you're talking about. Those are just the worst type. And I'm sorry, bro, but like every person in this game that's been a dick to me has been like that. Snarky, passive-aggressive as fuck. Like, yuck. Not every person in this game has been a dick to me, far from it. There's been a lot of nice people in this game, and I've always given them credit for that. But every person that has been a dick to me has been that special kind of snarky, passive-aggressive dick. That's found right here. That's even worse than somebody that's just a dick straight to your face. Because at least those people are straightforward about what they say and what they mean. They're not trying to disguise what they say. I'd rather have somebody that was just straight mean to me than was mean to me and tried to disguise it as being nice. Like, I stepped in no AoE at any time when it was disappearing or any other time, and yet I still just take damage anyway, like I did. Like, I went from one totally blank spot to the other. They were the only two totally blank spots the whole time. It was right where I was supposed to go. I got there right when I was supposed to be there. I did shit exactly how I was supposed to do it, and it didn't matter. I just took damage anyway. So what the fuck was the point? I might as well have just stood there and took all that in the chop, because it doesn't fucking matter what I do. You already make this shit confusing as hell with this snapshotting BS, and then half the time that doesn't even work the way it's supposed to work. You can't even get that right. You had to come up with snapshotting in the first place, which makes no fucking sense, and then you can't even get that right.